Hello everyone and welcome back to another Watson Brothers Team Stats video. It is the end of January, so that means we're here to cover the January 2023 stats. Ian, take it away.
The start of the year was very consistent, which was very consistent with how the last 6 months went. We've had a marketplace that has kind of settled into a groove right now, and three categories that we follow, single family homes, townhomes, and apartments, are all doing what we suspected they would do as we headed into 2023. Dollar volume and unit sales are off about 50% versus last year, but the important thing is that they have fallen lockstep. And I'm just going to use a visual demonstration here to say how things work. So if we compare ourselves to, say, the North Okanagan, which is in a different situation, their unit sales have fallen like this, while their dollar volume has dropped like this. So there's a gap, meaning the price of the houses has dropped faster than the unit sales. In the Central Okanagan, which is where we compete and where all our properties are, the dollar volume and units have gone like down together. They've risen together. And that is what we like to see. It's a balanced market, and it creates not an advantage for either the buyer nor the seller. Everybody is created equal in the marketplace.
Awesome. Yeah, we were talking about the difference between the North and the Central Okanagan earlier today. Yeah. Is that something you can expand on for our followers, Trish?
I think it's actually really important just to even see the difference. And even for us, with our boots being on the ground, going to showings and with listings and all that kind of real estate stuff, is that we're noticing a change. Like the stats have said, this is where we're saying up and down is very consistent, but we've noticed a lot of the bottom end pricing, 350 kind of entry level housing or entry level investment properties. We've been noticing that there, as soon as they are listed, give them 2 days, 3 days a week, they're moving fast, which means it kind of helps stimulate the real estate ladder of people climbing up. We don't all start at the $1 million home. We've all kind of started at the very beginning of the 350, 450, because that's where you need to start, because that's where you begin. And it's kind of interesting as we're watching it through, right?
And we've seen history in the past that when that 350 category starts to move, those people that are currently in a 350, they'll move up and they'll buy a 550. And those people that are 550 will buy a 750. And then it'll just keep moving up. Yeah. And so that ladder effect is starting. We're starting to see the buyers starting to climb that first rung on that ladder. And that's important because that starts the process again.
And even with the one, was the half point?
Quarter point,
not even half, quarter point change. And the Bank of Canada said, you know what, we're going to give you guys a moment to kind of breathe, which is nice because it's about a year and a half before it actually hits our market. So it's kind of nice, and you can see a little bit more of that February spring feeling saying, you know what, guys, it's going to be okay. It's time to move.
So as we head, I guess, into the spring, we'll be really keen to see if the pause in the Bank of Interest rates stimulates the market. We usually head into a spring market in Kelowna, March, April, or April, May. I think it's going to come earlier this year.
With the spring market in Kelowna also comes a lot of change. You will be seeing us posting more on our Instagram and Facebook accounts, as well as our YouTube channel. So make sure you go on and subscribe below. If you have any questions you're wanting us to answer or anything like that, we'd love to do a Q&A on a reel or another YouTube video to answer any of your questions. So make sure you shoot us a DM or comment below on this YouTube video.
Or you could give us a call the old-fashioned way. Pick up the phone and call us 250-712-2222.